Hello and a very welcome to today's video where today we are on the ground at Liverpool Airport, Liverpool John Lennon Echo Golf Golf Papa, and we're bound to Larnaca in the easyJet Airbus A320, as you can see straight in front of us. Golf Echo Zulu Tango Bravo is the A320 today. It's one of easyJet's older aircraft. It's one of the old liveries which they have still in stock, if as you could say, one of the aircraft that are yet to get a repaint with the new easyJet livery. So we're on the ground at Liverpool today and we are bound to Larnaca Airport in Cyprus, which is Lima Charlie Lima Kilo LCLK. It's about a 4.5 hour to 4 hours 45-minute service today from Liverpool to Larnaca, and we are on the ground here in the morning. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and we're today flying to, like I say, Larnaca. A little bit of information for you all. We are departing on, as it stands, runway 27 on a Nancy 2 Tango, and the scheduled cruise in today is flight level 350, and that's about the only sort of information we can actually give, to be fair, because at the Larnaca weather at the other end is supposed to change quite rapidly. Also, something else I was wanting to say is I hope you all had a very nice Christmas. It's coming towards New Year now, and it's been quite a successful year for myself. I'm very, very pleased with what I've got and what I've been able to achieve thanks to you guys. So that's just a thank you. And to be honest, I don't really do that very often, sort of beg, and like just sort of say thank you a lot. And I know you guys probably think, oh, I'm just a like or it's just a subscribe, but it really does make a difference, and it just makes you want to do more YouTube, and it wants to make you just get better software and get better at what you can do to make the content better. Anyway, gate 12, Liverpool. Let's get on the flight deck and let's get to Larnaca. So, flight deck time. External power on, batteries on. What we're going to do is, because we just started GSX, we're going to now go to the aircraft doors and we'll open up the required doors for today's service. Now, I need to get the aerosol fuel planner, get all that done, but before we do that we'll have all the displays. They can come on. Okay, set local QNH 1018, and we can leave that as it is for the time being. The comms can remain off, and that's okay. So let's get the fuel planner up. Okay then, so load sheet, instant. That can go across, which is absolutely fine. That's all good. So now, I need to quickly scroll up to the overhead panel, and we'll put the IRSs to nav, and the symbol signs can come on the emergency lights, and the nav and logo lights can come on as well. So we'll come back down into the MCDU init reference page. We're on the ground at Liverpool today, which is Echo Golf Golf Papa, and we're off to Larnaca, which is LCLK or Lima Charlie Lima Kilo. Return. Flight number today is easy. It's 29 Alpha X-ray. 29 Alpha X-ray. And if you're interested in the actual flight number today, it's EZY29AX. That's the actual flight number. Cost index is 6, cruising today at 350, and align the IRS. And today's block fuel weight is 15.4. Bang. Flight plan. Now, runway 27 it should be. That's what I hope it was. And it's runway 09. Okay, so it's a Nancy 2 Victor. I thought it was runway 27. I took a bit of a gamble, and I've just realised that I really need to renew my PFPX subscription for the weather. That's the reason why it didn't provide us with the right information. Anyway, Lima 8 to Honolulu. There we go. Now, Lima, it's quite a long route this. UL10 to Brookman's Park. UL10 to Brookman's Park. To Lima 10, and then it's Lambourne, UL10 to Dover. Lambourne, UL10 again. This time after that it's bound to Dover. As in, okay, UL9 to Conan, UL9er to Conan. Bang, insert. Double check that's all gone in. Sometimes at the end, when it reached the end, I like to press insert and just ensure it's all in. It's just a little thing I like to do because I've done it a couple of times where it just sort of hasn't gone in properly. UL607 to Coxie, which is in Belgium, I believe, somewhere. UM150, so UM150 can go in there, and PITES, PITES, or Papa India Tango Echo Sierra goes in like that. UZ380 or Uniform Zulu 380. This is sort of coming towards the Alps now, I believe, and then it's Mike Uniform November. That's a Munich, I believe. Yes, yeah, yours coming close to the Alps. Munich. UM867. UM867. Nipel. N-I-P-E-L. Is that correct? Should be correct. Yeah, it is. Right. Now, insert. We've got a couple of direct 2s to stick in here now. If you want to do... Here we go. Nipel is then direct to Rollaba. So, Rollaba. Insert. And then it's any more directs. Rollaba, direct Rugas. R-U-G-A-S. Rugas. And then after Rugas, it's back onto the airways. UN128. N128 to Alima Mike Oscar, which I believe is in Greece. So we're sort of hitting Greece now, I think. UN127, so Upper November 127. Like I say, this is a long route. Obviously, it's quite a long flight as well. So EXELA or XLR. XLR goes in like that. UM601. UM601 to Dasney. And then Upper Whiskey 1905. Upper Whiskey 1905 to Tobal. And then finally, the last 2 we've got to stick in is UM978, so Upper Mike or Uniform Mike 978 to Lubres. Insert, bang. So now take off with that in just a second. We'll turn the frequency on. We're not on VATSIM today because there's no air traffic control, but it's just going to be 122.8, just to have it. Flap 2 for departure, and that's no flex temp, which indicates it will be a toga departure. Now, that's okay. That's all good. After departure, we're going to fly to 4,000 feet. That's going to go in like so. And now what we'll do is we'll now start APU and then turn the fuel pumps on. Because we can. Right, the boarding's apparently been completed now, so it's a good time to start APU. As you can tell, all the baggage is on. Everything's okay, so we can close up the baggage doors and wait for that APU sort of to kick in. So, close baggage doors. Front of cargo, after cargo. Close the doors, the main doors now. Nice, just got to wait for the APU. Now, ground services will lose the traffic cones, set the parking brake, squawk 2000, and lose the wheel chocks, lose the external power because the APU is now on. Nice. So, that's okay. Overhead panel, the beacon light can come on, and we now need to just figure out it's going to be a nose left, tail right, I believe. Yes, it will be a nose left, tail right. Sometimes you just need to go to the top down view to sort of figure out your departure if you're a little bit low or if you haven't got charts near you. So, like I say, nose left, tail right. And the beacon light is on, APU is running, and we'll now go to ignition start. Air engine start there. Okay, so they just told us it's ready for pushback. So we'll just wait for it to tell us to release the parking brake and then we'll get going. Overhead panels okay. It's locking the gear. Everything seems to be working and a-okay. Obviously the cabin crew will be doing their safety brief now and all that sort of information. And if you are interested, we are taking today 119 passengers only. So, not the sort of busy flight you would expect. However, there is a lot of cargo. There you go, release park brakes. So there's just, there we go, all okay. Okay, so we'll start number 2. Wait for this, is it the PTU that makes the noise? I believe it is. We'll wait for that. Look at him, that is pretty cool. And wait for us to sort of line ourselves up and then we'll start number 1. So just waiting and start number 1. Wait for the parking brake. There we go. Now we've just got to wait for engine number 1 to stabilise. Which I believe it slowly is stabilising. Okay. Engine 1 stabilised. Cut off APU bleed, cut off APU. They can go to norm. Set to flaps 2. Nice. They're gone. Taxi lights can come on. That's all we need. Quick flight controls check. Full left, full right, neutral, rudder. Full left, full right, and neutral. Have a good trip. Thank you very much. Release the parking brake. Slowly increase the throttle. So off to runway 09 here at Liverpool. Be a little bit more power. Okay, not bad. So, as the taxi light sign is there telling us, we're going to be turning right, and I believe, is this Alpha? It is Alpha. So we just turned off of Whiskey, I believe, and onto Alpha. For all you smart Liverpool people, please tell me if I'm correct. Takeoff config. Arm the speed brake, slash check to auto brake max. And is this the end of the runway? It is. Nice, okay, so turn offs on, wing strobes, take off. Cabin crew, thank you very much. Take your seats for departure, please. Say, no blues, ready to go. So runway 09, here we go. Next stop will be Larnaca. nice and lined up, ready to go. So like I say, it'll be a full toga takeoff because no flex temp was given. So slowly increase that throttle. Stable M1 toga. Okay then, so 60 knots, the speed sealer active and cross checked. 100 knots. (120) V1 rotate. We're up. Yes, we are. We're up. Nice. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Okay, autopilot on. And set climb, flight level 140 for the time being. And we'll set climb thrust. Where is it? There we go. Let's climb thrust. So, what we'll do now is we'll accept that. We'll climb flight level 140. Out of Liverpool, all A-OK. Flap 1, which is set. Flaps up. And what we'll do now is let me find Honolulu. We'll route direct Honolulu. Engage now for the cruise, flight level 350 in like that. There we go. Very nice indeed. So there we go. Golf Echo Zulu Tango Bravo, or as said, EZY29AX from Liverpool to Larnaca is en route. There he is, just going through the clouds, breaking through the clouds there. No immersion, unfortunately. I haven't got the immersion package for the Airbus stuff. There we go. Next stop will be Larnaca on a nice 4 hour, 47-minute service to be precise. And we'll see you on the other side. We'll set standard quickly and we'll release the cabin crew. So thank you very much, and we'll be back for the descent. Hello and welcome to the approach into runway 04 at Larnaca. So the active runway is normally 22, however the winds are really favouriting a runway 04 approach. So what we've done is we've programmed in for a VOR approach. Now, a little bit of background information into this. We might not actually fly the VOR approach. What we will look, or what we're going to try to intend on doing, is we're just going to try and just get it there on the ND display, on the PFD, just to sort of guide us in. However, we're hopefully going to go manual in a couple of seconds, or in a couple of minutes, and then hopefully we'll bring it down to the altitude which we would like to bring it down to. Just 4,000 feet at the moment. We're trying to pass this vertical speed, minus 600. Let's bring it down as best we can. Hopefully then to level off at 3,000 feet. We'll then get the speed, and there we go, we've picked up the VOR now. And that speed is really starting to come back. So what we'll do is we'll bring that speed back now to about 210 knots. And we'll just stand by just a couple of seconds. And what we need to do here is we need to go 1,000 feet on the altitude, and we just need to sort of get ahead of that VOR, which we just have done there. So we'll get 1,000 on the vertical speed. The speed's slowly coming back, so we'll now go flap 1 to go out to the wing view and ensure the flaps are coming out, which they are. always good. And when able now, I'll see speed back to 180 knots, and hopefully the aircraft can sort of get itself on track. Now, yet again, that vertical speed, the VOR, the purple box on the PFD is indicating we're a little bit low, so we're going to reduce the vertical speed, obviously, which we've just done, to minus 700, which will hopefully therefore help or assist us bring that speed back. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go speed 160 knots, and hopefully that should help us bring it back. A minus 600 on the vertical speed. Obviously yet to get that field in sight. It's quite a haze around Larnaca, or around Cyprus in fact. Okay, now we'll operate flaps 2 now, or go flaps 2. And what we'll do is we'll tell the cabin crew to sit down. Thank you, cabin crew. Seats for landing, please. Seats for landing, thank you. 2,500 feet, wait for the call. So you yet to get that airfield in sight, so we're unable to really do anything about that.
2,500.
There's the call. We won't have the gear just yet. Okay. So, minus 700 back on the vertical speed. And we'll have the speed back to our final approach speed, which is 142 for today's flight into Larnaca. Now, gear down. Flap 3. Wait for the free green on the landing gear. So there we go, landing gear is down and locked. We have free green. Visibility is not really assisting us at all, is it? Not bad scenery though, to say the least. Okay, flaps fall. There's the airfield. Slowly coming into sight. Arm speed brakes. No blue. Auto brake medium today. Okay, now. Visibility there again there. Not helping. Right. We'll have control. Thank you. I realised. 3,000 on the go around. Can go in like that. Speed can remain as it is. And we'll have the auto throttle still on. Okay. I kind of have control on the airfield. It's a 50-50 in sight, to say the least. This is one of my first ever approaches into this runway at Larnaca, runway 04. And that's, I don't think I've ever done this before actually, so the first time I'm doing it, I'm recording it. Right, now I want to lose flight director, because that's going to start getting off-putting. See, there was the 1,000, well sorry, there was the 1,000 feet call. So, 800 feet, a little bit low. Five hundred feet. 7 knot crosswind shouldn't affect us.
Above.
100 above, wait for the minimums.
Minimum
Landing.
300.
Bang on by the looks of it.
100. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Nice, we're down. Reverses out. .70 knots, cancel reverse. And manual brakes. And vacate left. Nice. Okay. TCAS off. Very nice indeed. Right, so strobe lights off, turn offs off, taxi, that's okay. Oh, about to turn off the signal signs then. Start APU, reset these dials, and that's okay. Flaps can come up. Lose the spoilers or speed brakes. Very nice indeed. Now, I know exactly where we want to go, but it's just a case of finding my Larnaca charts, which are here somewhere. I know they're here. Excuse the taxi. Just trying to find the chart. Lanzarote, Dublin, Tenerife, Funchal. I know exactly where it is because I've done this. I've seen this flight on the ground in Larnaca before. Aha! Gate 18. There we go. If it's there. It is. Request to follow me car? No we won't. And Swissport. Because we are the Swissport lovers. Right, so we're off to gate 18, which is where I actually saw this flight in real life. I don't know if they've decided to change it up a bit, but there's Larnaca, looking very nice on P3D. I've got to say, every bit of scenery looks so much better in P3D. It's actually unreal. And there's so much better performance you get. It's incredible. It's down here. I will never forget this. When I flew in here, we flew Thomas Cook 752 on our third trip here. When we went to Cyprus for the third time. And I remember when I taxied out and the easyJet to Liverpool was in at that gate, because I remember it was boarding the same time as us. And also I remember Thomas Cook 752 was here. I don't know what gate that is. It's that one there. So gate 25. Gate 25. And then next to us was the BA 767. And we had like an Austria. We had another Thomas Cook. It was very, very nice. Okay, so here's gate 18. I don't actually know. It looks like you just turn in sort of thing. We'll lose the taxi lights because the last thing I want to do really is blind any ground handlers and get the sack. Right, to come in on the stand, it's really got to reduce that speed. Yeah, not bad. Set parking brakes. Lose number 2. Lose number 1. Now, wing lights can come off. Fuel pumps off. Sorry. Beacon off. Seatbelt signs off. Then it's request deboarding. Ground services, traffic cones, wheel chocks, external power. Aircraft doors, we'll do that in just a second. external power on, lose APU, and open up the cargo doors, and we'll just check if the stairs are in position, which they are. Don't know what happened there. Right, oh look at the, is that the light flickering to come on? No, just a bit of dodgy shadowing. So there we go. There we go. The EasyJet Airbus A320 from Liverpool to Larnaca. And I just want to really quickly say something at the end of this video, because I have a friend who does spotting in Manchester and Liverpool. He's does 4K videos, 1080p videos, whatever they are. Not whatever they are, but whatever, the brilliant quality. And there will be a link to his channel below. And it was actually his idea for me to do this flight, because he's done this flight before in real life, Liverpool to Larnaca. His name's Connor, and I will put a link to his channel in the description below for some brilliant spotting. There's the bus. Here's Larnaca. A very warm welcome to Larnaca. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. If there isn't a new video before New Year, before the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I wish you all a very happy New Year. I hope, like I say, you did enjoy your Christmas, and I'll see you in the video in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.